Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today with a bit of a hidden update here, as I assume that we're probably going to be receiving some sort of blog post on this, guys, but it's actually in relation to Quasar and his shard availability in the future here. Now that Chapter 1 has fully completed, and obviously we're in the middle of Chapter 2 now, featuring Blastar as a legendary character. Now, remember, Quasar and all of his shards, very similar to what's happening right now with Blastar, is available in the way of free-to-play and obviously being engaged in these monthly activities that for the next few months here, and that's ultimately how you're going to unlock shards. As you can see here, I mean, we're well on our way to unlocking Blastar in the coming months here, but again, you accumulate this over time as you go through the daily, weekly, as well as monthly objectives, earning these points. And then I think usually in the second month mark is when we would typically get that opportunity to actually fully unlock Blastar and use them similarly to Quasar. Now, the big question mark, guys, was now that Chapter 1 has concluded itself and we know the intel store is on the way out, how are we actually going to accumulate and earn more shards for Quasar? Especially if, for those of you that joined in the last month or two in the game, you very well could have just got Quasar's unlocked, and then now the shards are kind of, gate kept, so to speak, until you actually have further information on how to get more. And there's actually information now, guys. So since the update that we've had this week, you can see on the top left here, there's a new chapter icon that's been added called the Age of Analyst Chapter 2. So some really good information, showcasing what's, essentially the trend, what's happened already as of thus far. And in this case, we're well into Chapter 2. They talk a little bit about Blastar, and as I hit on the right arrows here, it even talks about the new characters, in this case, the Conquerors trait category that we're going to be using here in terms of the Hellfire Club being the first team, the Annihilation raids that are actually coming about as well. And that's going to be the new speculated raid coming, as you can see. Even in that verbiage right there, recommended teams include Hellfire Club, Thunderbolts, Vigilantes, Night Stalkers, Uncanny Avengers, and upcoming team, which we speculate also to be a tech-based team, just given past trends. Now, what's more interesting, guys, in this last page here, they actually do give us a glimpse now of how we're going to be earning Quasar shards, right? So this entirety here, right here on this page, is basically detailing what's going to be coming up next. So you can see, number 1, choose your teams. The invasion event will return soon. Prepare by building 2 teams of your choice from Vigilante or Thunderbolts and Accursed or Fantastic Four MCU. Rank up their stars, upgrade their stars to get ready for harder difficulties of Invasion Event. Increasing the difficulties require 5, 6, and 7 star teams. Earns Quasar shards as you progress through the various difficulties. 5-star team unlocks the difficulty to earn a 5-star Quasar. 6-star teams unlock the difficulty to earn 6-star Quasar. And then lastly, 7-star teams unlock the difficulty to earn a 7-star Quasar. So, I mean, it basically gives you the heads up now that in the future renditions of these invasion events, essentially to unlock the higher stars of Quasar, you do actually have to have your team level matching this. So a full 7-star team is really going to be the only opportunity to unlock a 7-star Quasar, which I do think is a bit much, guys, because you can even see here, tap to view, this is going to be going directly into the epic campaigns, which suggests as well, they already planned this in advance, that Quasar's future event is going to be situated very similar to where we have Dark Dimension, the Apocalypse Saga, and obviously Professor Xavier, all being housed here in one location for us to access and review when we actually have the available teams ready to go here. Now, my issue is this, guys, and let me know what you think in comments below if you agree or disagree, but my issue is this, right? If you were around for the Chapter 1 festivities and you're going through the majority of these events, you'll know that you don't necessarily need these characters at 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 stars to unlock these character shards over time. As you can see, one of the most important teams, in my opinion, this is the team you should be focusing on, is the Vigilante. That's Hitmonkey, Punisher, Elektra, Silver Sable, Daredevil Modern. As you can see, a lot of these characters I have built up to Gear Tier 20 because you'll likely be needing at least 2 or 3 of these members for the first section of the city for Age of X. Now, they're a really good investment, but as you can see, even a character as notable as my Silver Sable, a character as notable as my Daredevil Modern, they're only 6 stars. Now, mind you, they are a lot more accessible now that we have the Intel / antimatter store that we can actually take advantage of in shard opportunities, but it's just another way now that players have to budget and be mindful of to use their resources, because if this Quasar requirement for him to achieve at 7 stars. It means that over time you have to be building all these characters and teams up to those 7-star mark. Now, obviously rework characters like Punisher and Elektra, not a big deal. Many of us already have them at 7 yellow stars, but it is an issue for newer players. It is an issue for those newer to the mid game, transitioning to early end game, where maybe they didn't play the game as long and they would have missed those opportunities to accumulate those shards, right? And the trend kind of continues, right? Even you go down here, in my opinion anyways, the second most important team to build from this mix is probably going to be your Fantastic Four. And this is a fresh new team, right? And as you can see, I'm lucky if I even have them at 4 stars right now. I barely got my Invisible Woman at 4 there. You know, Mr. Fantastic, I cored all the way, and he's only 4 stars as well. So that means even if you have these Fantastic Four members at 4 stars, well, guess what? That's not going to even get you a 5-star Quasar because of the fact that you need that 5-star requirement for the full team. So therein lies the issue, guys, that I have problems with, which is I'm surprised that they actually set the bar that high. But in the long term, they do want players to be obviously using their resources for something towards this progression ultimately. And Quasar is a really, really good legendary character. I'm just surprised that they made the requirements that steep. But again, end of the day, they want something for players to grind towards with, and this is an opportunity to do that, right? So guys, that's my personal recommendation. I think the 2 most powerful teams here are in fact going to be the Vigilante and Fantastic Four to invest in. But let's not forget, you know, teams like the Thunderbolts, they are a required raid team that you need to take advantage of, and kind of very similar to the Vigilante that I just showed, right? A lot of my characters are only at that 5-star mark. So it was nice that I didn't have to worry about the star component. And then don't even get me started with my curse, because they're staying at level 1 because quite frankly I just don't care about them. Exception being Mortal, because he came in with Age of X for me, but now we know Azazel's actually planned to replace him in the new team for even a cursed being utilized in Crucible. So there's that as well. But anyways, guys, do let me know what you think. Comments below. Are you happy about this news or not? This is the official update here for Quasar. We'll likely see a blog confirming this as well, just to, you know, officially make sure that this information is circulated out to those that don't just follow and read the in-game events there. So do let me know what you guys think. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.